Does what you eat actually change how your ADHD brain works? The short answer is yes, absolutely. Now, let's be very clear from the start. Diet does not cause or cure ADHD, but there is a mountain of strong scientific evidence showing that the food we eat can meaningfully influence symptoms like our ability to focus, our impulsivity, and how we regulate our energy levels throughout the day. A really helpful way to think about this is to imagine your brain as a high-performance engine. The quality of the fuel you put into that engine directly dictates how smoothly and efficiently it's going to run. If you put in low-grade, sludgy fuel, you can't expect high-octane performance. The same principle applies to our brains. Giving it the right nutrients is like giving a performance car the premium fuel it needs to function at its peak. So let's dive into the science of this brain fuel. At its core, ADHD involves differences in the way our brains use certain chemical messengers called neurotransmitters, specifically dopamine and norepinephrine. These are the chemicals responsible for things like motivation, focus, and executive function. For these neurotransmitter systems to work correctly, they depend on a steady supply of specific nutrients from our diet. It's a direct biological process. For example, protein is a superstar nutrient for the ADHD brain. It's made up of amino acids, which are the literal building blocks for creating dopamine and norepinephrine. So more protein means more raw material for your brain to produce these crucial focus chemicals. Protein also plays a vital role in stabilizing your blood sugar, which prevents those energy dips that can make concentration feel impossible. Then we have omega-3 fatty acids. These are essential fats that our bodies can't make on their own, so we have to get them from food. Omega-3 salts are critical for the health of our brain cells, supporting the signaling between neurons and helping to build protective coatings around them. Research has even linked higher intake of omega-3 salts to a reduction in hyperactivity and an improvement in attention. This brings us to the green light foods, the things you want to actively include in your diet to support your brain. Think of this as building a positive foundation. We'll focus on 3 key areas. First, as we just discussed, is protein. This is non-negotiable for an ADHD-friendly diet. Aim to include a source of protein with every single meal and even your snacks. This could be eggs or Greek yogurt for breakfast, lean meats like chicken or turkey for lunch and dinner, or beans, lentils, and nuts. A consistent protein intake helps ADHD medications work more effectively and provides that sustained energy and concentration boost. Second, we have complex carbohydrates. These are your brain's primary energy source, but the type of carb matters immensely. We want the slow-burning kind found in whole grains like oats and brown rice, and in all kinds of vegetables. These foods provide a steady, gradual release of energy, which avoids the dramatic blood sugar spikes and crashes that absolutely wreck focus. And third, those omega-3 salts. We find these healthy fats in fatty fish like salmon and tuna, as well as plant-based sources like walnuts, chia seeds, and flax seeds. Regularly including these in your diet is like giving your brain's communication network a tune-up. Now, let's talk about the other side of the coin, the red light foods. These are the troublemakers that can work against you. The biggest offender by far is high sugar intake. Foods and drinks packed with refined sugar, like sodas, candy, and sugary cereals, cause a rapid spike in blood sugar. This might give you a temporary burst of energy, but it's always followed by a hard crash. That crash leaves you feeling sluggish, irritable, and makes it incredibly difficult to pay attention. Simple carbohydrates, which are found in things like white bread, pastries, and many processed snack foods, act just like sugar in your body. They're digested very quickly and lead to the same spike and crash cycle. It's essentially sugar in disguise. Another area to be mindful of is artificial additives. Some studies, particularly in children, have shown a link between artificial colors, flavorings, and preservatives, and an increase in hyperactivity. While not everyone is sensitive to them, if you notice symptoms getting worse after eating certain processed snacks, it might be worth investigating. The goal isn't to be perfect, but to be aware of how these foods can destabilize your energy and focus. What about supplements? This is a question everybody has. You'll see a lot online about iron, zinc, magnesium, and vitamin D for ADHD. It's true that research has found people with ADHD are more likely to be deficient in these key minerals and vitamins. And if you are deficient, supplementing can make a noticeable difference in your symptoms. Iron, for example, is crucial for dopamine production, and magnesium plays a role in calming the nervous system. However, and this is the most important part, these supplements only help if you are actually deficient. Taking more of a nutrient you already have enough of will not provide any extra benefit and can sometimes even be harmful. This is why it is absolutely essential to consult with your doctor or a registered dietitian. They can run blood tests to check your levels and recommend the correct dosage if you truly need it. Please, do not start taking a handful of supplements based on something you read online. Always get professional medical advice first. So, pulling this all together, what does a helpful, practical, ADHD-friendly eating strategy actually look like? It's not about a restrictive, miserable diet. It's about a pattern of eating that supports your brain's unique needs. Here's a simple gold standard checklist to guide you. First, eat regular, balanced meals and prioritize protein at every single one. Don't skip breakfast, and make sure it has protein to start your day strong. Second, fill your plate with whole foods. This means lots of colorful fruits and vegetables, which are packed with antioxidants and vitamins that protect the brain. Third, consciously limit sugary drinks, processed snacks, and simple carbs. You don't have to eliminate them forever, but treat them as occasional treats rather than daily staples. And finally, a simple but powerful one: stay hydrated. Your brain is mostly water, and even mild dehydration can impair cognitive function and focus. Keep a water bottle with you and sip on it throughout the day. These small, consistent habits add up to a huge difference. To wrap things up, I want to emphasize again that changing your diet is not a replacement for established ADHD treatments like medications, therapy, or coaching. Instead, think of it as a powerful, complementary tool in your overall management toolbox. It's one more thing you have control over that can help you feel and function better. By making mindful, incremental changes to the fuel you give your body, you are actively supporting your brain's neurochemistry. You're helping your unique, creative, and fast-moving brain operate at its absolute best. You're not trying to fix your ADHD. You're learning to work with it. Thanks so much for watching. If you found this helpful, please give this video a like and subscribe.